Well, good Wednesday. Oh, no, it's not Wednesday. It's Thursday. My God, no football. This sucks. This sucks. No NFL football, that is. Hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate you watching, commenting, subscribing. Hit the like button for me, please. Hit it. Hit the subscribe button. I know I say thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, which I'm thanking all the people that have. But you have not, and you're watching. It doesn't cost you anything to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe. So do it right now. Right now. It's not easy when you're cheesy. So, I was sitting here because I'm tired, and I'm sitting here, and I was going over something that is very, very interesting, to say the least. I had talked about two good things that have happened this season for the Dallas Cowboys, and that was we had two players that truly grew up this season. We had a lot of things that went wrong, but two of your biggest players, one of which is one of the highest paid in the NFL, it's great that he grew up, and it looks like one of the guys that you're going to pay to be one of the highest paid players in the NFL also has grown up. But I saw this before, and it just didn't register because, well, I'm old. I got a 59-year-old brain, and I used to do some illegal shit. Yeah, I have to admit it. Things I used to do are outlawed. Don't judge me. But the NFL and college football have changed the kickoffs. There's no more wedge out there on kickoffs. There's no run 40 yards downfield and throw your body into the wedge to try and stop it. It's deemed too damn dangerous. More players get concussions, or used to get concussions, from kickoffs, which is why we have the kickoff the way we do now. First, they outlawed the wedge. Then they outlawed the wedge busters. So I can't do that shit. One, because I'm old, and I can't run downfield 40 yards. Certainly can't sacrifice my head and my body into a wedge because it's against the law or the rules of the NFL. So Micah said after Sunday night, Tyreek Hill basically said, exit, stage right. Appreciate the bread, but I'm going to roll on out of here now. I'm sick of this shit. I'm outie 5,000. I'm going, gone like a home run. I want to go elsewhere. Later, see you, adios, and goodbye. And we had Micah Parsons, who tweeted back at him, who's beginning his recruiting. And then tomorrow night, he's going to be hanging with Jerry Jones in the suite, watching the Cotton Bowl. Another one of those things that's going to make a boatload of money for Jerry Jones. But he said something in there that makes you go, ooh. And it's very profound. And what he said was, I always tell people, all money ain't good money. Parsons said, I understand Reek became one of the highest paid wide receivers. He did. And you always want someone to get their money, and he did. But it's just some things in life where I'd say I'm going to stay because I got Pat Mahomes throwing to me. That's the truth. Ruth. He didn't say Ruth, but you know. That's how I feel. Parsons added that if he was a receiver, he would never want to leave one of the league's elite quarterbacks. He said he's not blaming Tua Tagovailoa for issues seen in Miami this season as a quarterback, and he has battled serious health issues through the year. And he is very, very right because, a lot of times, not just in football, who's throwing the football to you, but in life, a lot of times we solely take jobs or careers because of how much money it is. And you could take a look at, say, let's take DeMarco Murray. Okay? Now, the problem for DeMarco Murray was the Joneses were cheap. And they tried to run him into the ground because they said, we're going to get our money out of him. We're going to let him go. DeMarco Murray did not want to go to Philadelphia. It was almost like literally he was at the airport and he's like, I'm going to go to Philadelphia unless you want me to stay. And the Cowboys like, boy, bye. But he goes to Philadelphia and gets, I think, 700 yards, 800 yards. And he was a north and south runner. And Chip Kelly tried to make him an east and west. And it was a disaster. He got a little more money, but it wasn't good. But you can look back on those New England teams that were winning Super Bowls. A lot of times guys were taking less money to go there because it was about winning and winning Super Bowls. Basically, Bill Belichick had it to the point where it was like, you can come here, have a chance to compete for a Super Bowl, and you can resurrect your career, get your ring, and go get paid by somebody else. And so when Micah says that, he recognizes that, listen, and this is where it's going to be interesting how Jerry Jones responds. Because his whole thing is, listen, I don't have to have the most money because I recognize being here in Dallas, I don't have state income tax. And I've got this whole platform for my social media that's bigger than any place else. So me going out and saying, I'll be able to get $5 million more a year and, on a 4-year contract, I might get an extra $20 million. That's fine and good. But how much will it, reduce my future earnings of, being in Dallas? And especially if I were to win a Super Bowl in Dallas, I can write my own ticket. Right? And so that's what he means by not all money is good money. And this is where he says, I want to stay here in Dallas because the money that's getting paid in Dallas, although it may not be as high as other places, is more valuable. It's more valuable to be in the spotlight like I am with that target on my back in the long run. And we'll see how Jerry Jones responds to that because typically everybody is saying, I want to max out my contract. I want to max out my contract because I don't know, the next play might be my last one in the NFL. It sure could be. And I think that's a great way to look at it. Alrighty, good people. I appreciate y'all. And I feel drained today. Maybe it's because there's no football tonight. But I feel tired, boss. I feel real tired. Maybe I'll get downstairs and get me some coffee. Make it an iced coffee. Heck, it's only 22 degrees outside. Peace.